this video, we're going to go through farming up Kyle. Starting out with the cells then, we're going to want to select our Sharon so that we can start farming out some outposts. The first one is going to be in Kingston, where we want to go for the one outpost that we have here on the western side. So we're going to go ahead, going to go do that. So make sure you select hard mode before you come on over. I'm going to be doing this in private. I'm going to make my way to the north. Just in case you don't know, we get additional rewards for doing this in stealth. Even if you are going for the first amorphous drop, you're still going to increase your chances of getting a stabilizer, which is pretty valuable. So realistically speaking, you should try and do as many of these in stealth mode as you possibly can. Once it's off cooldown then, we're just going to go invisible and head on up the side here so that we can start operating all of the terminals inside. This is how we get the infiltration bonus in the outposts. Once all three are done, we are now able to take on the outpost boss. And we're then able to continue farming this until we have the item that we want. We're here to farm up the Amorphous 54, which has a 10% drop rate. So from me, I tend to recommend getting 20 of them. This is just going to give you a good amount of them so you don't have to keep on coming back. And over the course of doing that, you should get yourself some of the stabilizers. So you can even go for the SMO code whilst you're doing this. For the stabilizer, we'll want to head back to Albion and interact with the screen that we have. And we'll find that the dungeon that is in Kingston as well also drops us the 058, which is 32% chance to get the stabilizer. Very, very easy. Shouldn't need any more than 10 of those. And then you'll be laughing as you have 2 parts of Kyle already right at the very beginning of the hard mode. Somewhat hilariously, if you've already farmed up the cells at 054, you should also already be getting 055, or actually right now 055 AA, which comes from the exact same outpost, and therefore you should have similar amount of these and same drop chance. So should overall already have another part of Kyle already farmed by the time you get to this point, which leaves us with farming up the Kyle code. So we have a choice here. We can either go for 073 or we can go for 101, depending on whether or not you have already farmed up all of the ultimate bunny parts. So for me, I went for 101, so that's the one. So that's the one that I'm going to show right now. This is, of course, in the shipment base of the White Knight Gulch area. Let's go ahead and have a quick look at that one. As with all the others, we can try to do this in stealth as we go through. So here we are at the outpost. Heading invisible, I'm going to interact with the terminals that we have available here. Be careful here, because the big guy that spawns with the silly poisonous flamethrower is pretty nasty. We'll go ahead and we'll take him out. And that is where you're going to find the Kyle code. Most of Kyle's materials are pretty easy to get. The only real long one is going to be the one that we have to go through the White Knight Gulch dungeons for. Probably go through the Mystery's End, as the biolab is pretty nasty, so you're well prepared for it. Either way, that's how we get all of the Kyle parts. I hope that helps you guys out. I'll catch you all in the next video.